Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another squad builder. Today we're going big with a squad. We have got a 500k BPL team. So if you do enjoy this and you want to see more of these kind of big budget squads, let's see if we can smash 150 likes on the video. That would be absolutely amazing. Make sure you subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, and let's go into today's team. So in goal we're going to be going with, obviously, it's going to be Jack Butland, and I decided to go with a cheaper goalkeeper because I think for the goalkeeping position and the fullback position, I think you want to pretty much keep it cheap. I don't think the keepers make too much difference. I don't think really spending 90k on David De Gea is really worth it, or maybe even 20k on Lloris is a possibility that you could do if you wanted to put more on your keeper. I really wouldn't, and that's just basically the way that I look at it. Right back, we've got Kyle Walker. The obvious choice, you're going to pick it right back, best right back you can get for the BPL, and is really solid choice to have at right back. We're then going to have David Luiz as the first centre back. I'm a really big fan of David Luiz. I think he is absolutely amazing. I think he's the hardest centre back to try and play against. I think he's more difficult to play against than Chris Smalling, probably other than Rio Ferdinand. I think for me, I always struggle most against David Luiz more than Chris Smalling. I find him much harder to play against. That doesn't mean that Chris Smalling is a bad player, and that's why he's going to be in this team. I really do like Chris Smalling. I use him at the minute. I'm using him at the minute with Sergio Ramos in my main team for FUT Champs, and he's playing absolutely amazingly. It's just because he gets that strong link with Kyle Walker, which just makes him a bit more appealing than David Luiz. But this is I always talk about this is my favourite defensive pairing in the BPL, and I love playing with those two. I feel really solid when I play with them at the back. We've then got Marcos Alonso as the left back. Pretty much the go-to choice, I think, left back. Again, you could put inform Marcos Alonso there. You could put inform James Milner there if you wanted to. But again, I think I'd rather keep it down in terms of the defence, keep the price down, because I think you're better off spending your money a bit further up the pitch, which is why we're going to put Idrissa Gueye as our first central midfielder. Really popular midfielder now. Now he's got this 82 rated card. He's very similar to Kante. In the fact that he's got pretty high pace, shooting's quite low, but his defence and physical is pretty solid. He's got decent passing as well, and it's just an all-round very nice player to have. We then do have N'Golo Kante as another midfielder, pretty much the first choice pick in the team. Amazing player to have in the team. The one reason I don't like using Kante and pretty much BPL midfield, you see with Kante and Gueye, really low shooting, so you really got to rely on your attack to really score you all your goals. But Kante, you can't not have him in the team. We've then got Christian Eriksen as the third and final midfielder. Love playing with Christian Eriksen. One of my favourite BPL midfielders, and I just don't really like BPL midfield. I don't actually build BPL that often with actually the teams that I play with. I don't like using BPL midfield. I think the BPL midfield, unless you can have like Pogba or the player of the month Dele Alli, or SBC Chan, or SBC Fernandinho, or SBC Dembele, I don't think many of the gold cards or the informs are really that attractive to me for the way that I like to play. So but this is probably the best midfield I think you could buy if you don't have any of those other alternatives. But now we're getting up there and we are going big with our attack. We've got Theo Walcott, this 86 man of the match card. I did a FIFA battle with him very recently, and I absolutely love playing with him. He's one of my favourite players I've used this year. His finishing is phenomenal. His pace is obviously amazing. His close quarter dribbling is fantastic, and he genuinely is one of my favourite players that I've used in this game. I absolutely love playing with him. And then at the left wing, probably the most surprising player in this team, we've actually got Memphis Depay. I went for Depay over Alexis Sanchez, over Eden Hazard, and for me, I've played with Depay, and I think other than probably like Neymar and Royce and Ronaldo, for me, Depay is my favourite left winger in this game. I think he's brilliant. I played with his 86 Olympic Lyon in form, and that is phenomenal. And the reason I like him so much is because he's got such high strength. His dribbling's amazing. His shooting is way better than 83, even though it's what it says. His finishing's phenomenal. He's got really good long shots. I don't know what his in-game long shots are, but his long shots are amazing. And 92 pace as well. He feels a lot faster than that when you use him. He's also an amazing free kick taker, great on set pieces, and he's just one of those players that is just, no matter who you have in defence, you don't seem to be able to push him off the ball. He always seems to be able to push you away. Even if you're defending with like Chris Smalling, someone like Depay will still somehow manage to push him away. And for me, he's so underused, and I think for me, he's the most underrated player in FIFA this year. I really believe that. And then to finish up the team up front, we have got Heung-min Son. It is the 86 striker version. I had this card about 3 weeks ago when it was an all BPL week, and he got a positive goal to game ratio, and he's the only player that I've used this year that's got a positive goal to game ratio this year. I think his 5-star weak foot is what sells it. No matter what side you show him down, he's got an opportunity to score with that 5-star weak foot. His finishing is phenomenal. He's not actually as quick as he suggests. It says 90 pace. He actually doesn't feel that fast, but his strength at 71, his strength feels like he's like 95. He's one of those players, again, that you just don't seem to be able to push off the ball. He always seems to get like all the lucky bounces, always seem to come back to him. You know, and he just really, for me, he's the perfect striker. The only thing he misses is the fact he's only got 3-star skills. If he had 4-star skills, he would be amazing. But this, for me, is the best 500k BPL team you can build. It's 650k on PS4, so maybe there's a couple of players you could change, and I might actually start doing, a lot of people asking, so I'm going to start doing a PS4 alternative. So I'm going to build it as an Xbox One team, and I'm basically now just going to switch to a PS4 team and then show you that PS4 team when I do it, just to kind of get both sides of Xbox and PS4 covered. So I'm going to do that from now on. But if you want to see more squad builders at this sort of range, let's see if we can smash a like. 150 likes, that'd be epic. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. That's all for today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'm out.